Without our cell phones, I'm guilty, or a laptop. But spending too much time on technology can actually ruin our relationships. So joining us this morning is psychiatrist Donna Marigani. Did I do that right?
Marigani, yes.
Marigani. Okay, Donna, thank you for joining us. I've got to admit, I even brought my phone over here for the interview, just in case I needed to text or tweet or whatever while I'm here. But it's so true. I mean, people are always on their phones and their laptops. It's become an addiction of sorts.
It has, and I think it's something that's been evolving over the years, and as we have more availability and ready access to technology, people are using it, and therefore our children are seeing us using it and seeing that as a way of life.
So when you talk about ruining your relationships, you don't just mean your love relationships, right?
Well, absolutely. They can be relationships within the family. I mean, if you look at, for example, individuals that have a TV in their bedroom, they have 50%, this is what an Italian study showed, they have 50% less sex than families that don't. But really, I'm talking about it in the context of relationships with your children, with other people, with friends, because so much can be misconstrued in electronic transmission of information.
Okay, so what do you suggest? I mean, leave your phone at home? That doesn't really seem like it makes sense.
A lot of people say they feel naked without their phone.
Yes, I do. I'm for sure one of those people.
And so, no, I wouldn't say that. But, everything in moderation, of course. When you're looking at time with electronics at home, I think for children you do need to limit screen time to less than 2 hours a day. And also if you can limit with just one screen at a time. Because, how many parents have told me, I walk into my kid's room, the TV is on, they have their phone up against their ear and their laptop in their lap.
Yeah.
So maybe limited to one screen at a time.
And where do you think they get that, though? Because mom and dad do it too, right?
Well, and again, that's where I think modeling behavior is so critical. When you're trying to tell your dad something and he's sitting there checking his BlackBerry or his iPhone and not having eye contact, then the child is learning like, okay, well, this is a normal form of communication. So make sure that you, moms have got 3 things going at one time, make sure that you're modeling appropriate behavior for your children.
What about in relationships? If you're dating someone, how appropriate is it to text message instead of pick up the phone and make a phone call?
Well, you should never break up with someone via text.
Or Post-it note, or Facebook, right?
So, I mean, those things are kind of basic human givens.
Right.
But I think in terms of communication, you do lose affect, So mood is when I ask you, how are you doing? You say, I'm happy, I'm excited, I'm mad. That's your mood. But your affect is what people see. And so you can't see how another person's feeling. Just last week, my daughter's a senior in high school. And she's texted me something, and we were not in the same house when we text, and I text her back, I'm like, no, you didn't. And my way of saying it was, oh my gosh, no, you didn't. And her response was, well, yeah, I did. Why? Do you think I'm lying to you?
Right, because the translation gets lost.
And I was like, no, I meant it like, no, you didn't, exclamation point.
Yeah.
So, you're losing the affect when you speak with someone via electronic messaging. So just make sure you're, if you need to have affect in what you're saying, and it's not just, I'll be running late, or we'll call you later, then make sure you're doing that in person, or where they can actually hear you.
Yeah, and I know a lot of families have rules: no phones, no computers, and no TV at the dinner table.
Yes.
Turn it all off.
Yes, because that's a time to socialize. That's a time where you really have the opportunity to speak with the people right in front of you, and so that's an excellent time to at least make that connection. And even families can have blackouts, have periods of time, 1 day a week, a day of rest, or a few hours of rest, where nobody has electronics going.
Okay, well then maybe I'll try to do that myself. Put the phone down for a little bit. I feel disconnected when I don't have it. It's hard. Okay, Dan will help me through it because he's anti-texting, tweeting, all that good stuff.
You can have Facebook as your backup.
Facebook is my backup. Okay. Thanks, Dad. Okay, well, thank you so much for joining us, Donna. We appreciate your time today.
You're so welcome.
Okay.